The fruits of the Spirit versus spiritual gifts. Humble thyself before him. Let meekness, let longsuffering, let gentleness and kindness, let those things that bring forth fruits of the Spirit guide thee. Thou art his and he is thine, wilt thou but claim him as thy guide. To some there has been given the ability to serve as prophets, some as teachers, some as ministers, some in one manner, some in another, which are spiritual gifts and of the same source, when applied in that manner that brings service to thy fellow man. To some are given to be teachers, to some are given to be healers, to some are given to be interpreters. Let each, then, do their job and their part well, in the manner as is given to them, knowing, in the forces as manifest through them, they become, then, a light in their own respective action and field of endeavor. What must I do and how to make this experience be for my soul development? Bear in thy activities the fruits of the Spirit that maketh for constructive creative force in the experience of the body. Ye may call, Lord, Lord, even may heal the sick, cast out demons even in his name, and yet not be accepted in his sight, for by the fruits ye shall know them that are called of the Lord. What should I do to develop myself to receive those spiritual gifts God has in store for me? Study day by day to show self approved unto God through the applications in the daily associations with man, the fruits of the Spirit. So guard self by surrounding self with the love of the Master, of the Christ consciousness. And in this manner may there be open for the body consciousness, for the physical mental abilities, the proper relations, the proper activities of the body in the developing of the soul and spiritual influences of the entity, the soul. Let the love in the Christ be thy mantle, thy cloak, let it shod thy feet, that maketh for the pathway before men, glorious in the knowledge that ye walk with the Christ. For, would that all souls could know that He, the giver of good and perfect gifts, is ever ready and willing to assist, even in the minutest details of a human experience, or in those things that deal with the activities of a soul with its fellow man, if the trust will but be put in Him. If the trust, the hope, is put not in self, not in self's ability, but rather in Him that is the giver, the maker of all good and perfect gifts, greater will come the abilities for finding harmony, peace, and understanding. Have I any psychic abilities which can be developed for the good of myself and others? These have extended, do extend, deep into the intuitive forces, from the very beginning. But find the answer deep within self. How can I develop my abilities along psychic lines? Study well, first, the 30th chapter of Deuteronomy. Know that psychic abilities of every individual entity lie within self, and that as the body is the temple of the living God, there He has promised to meet thee. Yes, psychic abilities, but find them in the soul of the Christ consciousness.